this is a very interesting play. One of the things I noticed was that Doctor Horrible had like a softer side. Like you could see through his love for Patty, even though he's supposed to be a villain. Along with Captain Hammer, he himself wasn't really all that much of a hero. I never actually liked the character of Captain Hammer, and like he seemed to be a very cocky guy, only in the heroism for the fame. And then like as well, like one of the typical things, the girl always falls for the hero, but here it had been slightly better if she'd have fallen for the villain. And also, the one thing about this play was it was like cool how like the audience seemed to like the villain a little bit more than they like the hero. I like people like I just said, people wanted Doctor Horrible to end up with Penny, and I felt bad that Doctor Horrible had to lose Penny to get what he wanted, which to be in the evil League of Evil. One of the values that I did notice in this play was like love and relationships. It was like Doctor Horrible wanted to be with Penny even though he was an evil person, and was going to kill like Captain Hammer, not just to join the evil League of Evil, but because how he talked about Penny, and then also like how like another part of love and relationships that showed up was Penny ending up in a relationship with Captain Hammer, even though he was kind of bad to her, and just because she wanted to feel close to somebody else. And unfortunately, like I said before, Dr. Orwell had to lose Penny to then get to enter the league. Another thing that was noticed in the play was heroism, and at least how like there was a little bit of anti-heroism in here. You never really felt like Captain Hammer was truly a hero. He had a lot of qualities that weren't really how you would typically describe a hero, and how he was gonna like hook up with Penny specifically just to irritate Doctor Horrible. And then even like when the death ray blew up towards the end of the play, towards the end of the musical, Captain Hammer ran away in pain. And, like that's not really one of those things you see in the hero quality. They usually keep fighting until the end. One thing that I realized through the play, I was kind of curious what like Bad Horse was. I may have just missed it in the beginning, but like midway through the play, I had to pause it, and I like learned that Bad Horse was literally a horse who was like leading the evil League of Evil, who had like cowboys deliver his message. I had to like go Google what that meant. Due to diversity I saw was one thing was like how women are viewed as sexual objects. Like I said, Captain Hammer talked to Doctor Horrible for a while about how he was gonna hook up with Penny using hammer as a like a euphemism for penis, and then just to irritate, and then he did that just to irritate him, just viewing her less like a person, more like a trophy, which reinforces some of the way like some societal norms of how like people view women, and how they're viewed sometimes as more as sexual objects and people still do this today. You'll see this all the time. You'll see this even like at the higher up positions in the United States government. For question five, the song that I want to analyze was a Man's Gotta Do. It adds to the character of Captain Hammer to the play. That's when you first meet him, and then how Captain Hammer had to leave, or how Doctor Horrible had to leave Penny to finish his task, but then that ended up like costing him getting Penny and leading Penny into the arms of Captain Hammer. So the two questions I have for this play are, who is the hero in this play, or is there even a hero in this play? And then secondly, was this play good as a musical, or do you think this play would have been equally good or better without being a musical?